to my YouTube channel. Okay, we have a very disturbing topic today. And it involves Tana Mongeau coming out against Shane Dawson. And kind of the backstory for this is absolutely revolting, and I am going to give it to you. So just know that this video is not the nicest one ever, but it needs to be spoken about because in light of everything that's been coming out and happening with Shane Dawson, this is definitely something to at least add to that list or observe and add criticism onto. So, Shane Dawson, Tana Mongeau. For a little bit of backstory, their friendship started because Tana was a big fan of Shane, and then Tana blew up with her, you know, extreme story times. Who remembers the toothbrush? If you're watching right now and you know what I'm talking about, please comment below toothbrush. I would really appreciate it. Actually, comment below toothbrush Tana. Let's get that trending. So, then Shane saw that Tana was blowing up and, you know, did collabs with her on his channel, on her channel. And this was in the peak of Shane really doing collabs on YouTube, and it was kind of like the golden age of collabs still. It was like the 2015, 2016, 2017. And then we fast forward to TanaCon, which, ooh, if you know what TanaCon is, it's basically the convention that Tana Mongeau ran that was meant to be like a big, to VidCon. You know VidCon, the YouTube convention that everyone comes and sees their favorite creators? Well, Tana Mongeau was not given a featured creator pass at VidCon, as in she didn't get her own security and stuff, so she thought she would one-up VidCon by doing her own convention. It had a huge list of YouTubers and like celebrities going to it, some of your favorites, including Shane Dawson, and whenever the event happened, they had oversold tickets, they had fans waiting out in the blazing sun for hours upon hours, they were getting sunburnt, they were having no water, they were getting kept in the lines, then there was fraud tickets, people were getting in, the event didn't even happen, they were cancelled, people didn't get their money back, some people got their money back, and Shane Dawson realized that, you know, this was a big topic and therefore made a documentary series on TanaCon, i.e. it was just like 3 vlogs in a row. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, whatever that means. And it's important to note that Tana Mongeau, without Shane Dawson's help, would have probably fell off YouTube by now. Tana's reputation was awful, awful, awful before this, but whenever that happened, it was the final nail in the coffin, and it was when a lot of drama channels really started happening because there was so much mainstream media attention on Tana Mongeau and why are YouTubers having conventions and how did this go wrong and what YouTubers were there, and people were very interested in the mainstream about YouTube drama, and then drama channels really took off from there as well. And you saw a lot of daily updates, and Shane Dawson did, again, those videos on it. And I think it's important to note, credit where credit is due, that without Shane Dawson's help, especially in this case, Tana probably would not have the career she has now. However, in no way should that ever stop her speaking up against things that Shane Dawson has done with her or to her that have made her uncomfortable. And I've seen a lot of people being like, he literally saved her career, like why is she speaking up, why is she liking shady tweets, whatever. That's not how that works, and that's literally going to be like victim blaming someone, so let's not have that attitude whatsoever. If he saved her career, okay, that's a separate conversation, but let's focus on the other conversation. So, for example, I have this 20-second clip right here of what kind of happened during that series. It was just Tana fake ugly crying and Shane Dawson pretending to be like an interviewer and an empath where he was like, I feel your pain, and like making sure the camera is recording like, are you recording? So, for example, this is what we're dealing with here.
Call him. This is hard. I'm gonna be honest, because this is like
the music.
We were talking about this in the car on the way here. This is like the most intense, real thing I think I've ever.
The music. We let Shane Dawson get away with doing vlogs, 30-minute vlogs, and adding a soundtrack to it, and it was a masterpiece.
Because of
just wait, it gets
how
so
much I really care for you. This is, I'm like, I know. It's okay. I know.
He was like, you see, I feel your pain. You are a grown man. No, you don't. And that has nothing to do with whatever. Like, Shane, this is the empath conversation. Oh my god, this man believes that he can feel everyone's emotions whenever he's on camera, though. Off camera, your emotions. Right, Shane?
You don't understand. Like, you were everything I've ever wanted to be. And you believe. Even if the slightest for anything means the world to
This
me.
is what saved her
To
career.
let you down and people love us, to love me, you love me, you down is so hard for you. And I don't deserve you to be here right now. I don't deserve you to support me in this. It's not your job. And I'm so sorry.
Why is the camera zooming in on him? She's the one crying.
I feel like, as crazy as this sounds, I told you since the beginning, from the first time I met you, I was like, you're like my child. It's weird. Like, the second
Okay,
I met you.
let's keep that context, by the way. He says, I feel like you're my child. For what I'm going to tell you, Tana speaking out against, right?
I just knew, okay? And like, I've helped you in a lot of ways throughout the years with everything. You know?
Now that we're aware of that, let's get to what has kind of resurfaced and Tana's support of these things resurfacing in the conversation around how this was wrong. So, for a little bit of reference, this is really disturbing. I want to make it very known that in the following video I'm about to show you, Tana Mongeau is 18. She had just turned 18, so legally, she's an adult. It's important for me to let you know that for context. She is 18 here. Just turned 18, however. And this is her collab with Shane Dawson, someone who's literally old enough to be her father. So this is the collab people are now talking about.
And you think, like, watch, try to look down, like, at my body. Nope. It's a lot of that.
Okay, I think I might be ready to piss on you.
Okay. I can't catch anything from this, right?
Honestly, you probably can. I heard it, so I'm just kidding.
Just wait.
Okay, get on. What are we doing?
18.
Okay, 18.
Okay, honestly, I'm on my period, though. I could period on you. Should I period on you?
Okay.
If I, like, push hard enough, like, blood clot.
Show me.
Right on your chest, that's the thing. What's it called? It's like a Cleveland something.
Oh,
I just wanted...
you just farted on my dick. I felt it.
It's also important to note the power imbalance here. And that Tana Mongeau is 18 years old here. I'm 18 right now, and watching this makes me feel so... sad.
18!
Okay.
So he's aware.
Perioded. Completely dead ass. Literally, like, blood just came out my vagina. I don't think it's on you, but I mean, like, probably in my underwear. I'm gonna bleed on you. I should honestly stuff something up there.
I'm gonna fart. Okay, alright.
Look at him holding her.
Oh, you're peeing?
It like almost came out. I can't be on you. I can't go. Is it warm? I should really clean my vagina. I just like one.
Where did you guys go?
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
She actually perioded on me. Guys, I got perioded on by Tana Mongeau.
Honestly, it's that just...
Shane Dawson is an adult there. And allowed that to happen. I'm very interested to see how the little 12-year-old Shane Dawson fans and the Shane Dawson fans that are like 30 years old and think he's, you know, their best friend. You know who you are. You're very sad. How are you defending this one? I want to see that argument. I'm very intrigued. Now let's get to Tana, her response to this, and it's very interesting because in no way, because he helped her with TanaCon, should she not have to speak out or be silenced in looking back on what she did as an 18-year-old with this grown-ass man and not talk about it or feel she can. So Tana liked the following tweets. Trigger warning, Shane Dawson. The fact that Shane Dawson made Tana Mongeau pee on him as soon as she turned 18 doesn't sit right with me. I can't believe I watched that video and thought it was funny. She liked that tweet. Then she liked this one. Okay, but like, does anyone remember that weird-ass video where Shane Dawson made freshly turned 18-year-old Tana Mongeau pee on him? What was that about? And then another one. What the F was that about? He was even weirdly massaging her stomach to make her pee faster. And she liked that tweet as well. Now, I don't know about you, but that is so disturbing. And I'm very intrigued because I know my demographic is very, a lot older than I am. Kind of like mid-20s, early 30s. And I really want to propose the question to you. How do you feel about this? Like being a similar age to what the adult in the situation was. Because I'm now the age of Tana in that clip. And I'm like, holy, like... So, I want to ask you, like, how your response to that is? Because I think it's incredibly disturbing. Incredibly. And Tana obviously agrees when she's liking these tweets. And you know what? She was completely silent during the Shane cancellation, not supporting, not defending, not going against him. And this is like her addressing it without having to come out and address it. You know, she liked a bunch of tweets about this. It's honestly like, very alarming, very, 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 very confusing and disturbing. Like, we just watched that together and we're aware of the power imbalance, the age imbalance. Okay. Bestie, what more do we need to see about Shane, you know what I mean? But damn. Insane. I want to know what you're feeling about this. I honestly feel so creeped out. Like, beyond creeped out. Regardless, thank you for watching. I really want your opinion of this below and Tana liking these tweets. Do you think she'll ever speak out further? Do you think that's it? Let's open up that conversation in the comments below. I'll see you soon, bestie. Bye. Mwah.